In this video, we will be providing a basic overview of the Kepion Modeler. With the Kepion Modeler, you can create multiple planning and reporting applications that can target different business needs, ranging from financial forecasting to HR budgeting. An application combines all related business modeling items, including dimensions, models, rules, and forms. By using these basic building blocks, you can create both simple and complex structures that models your business process. To create a new application, you must first be assigned System Administrator rights. Browse to Manage Applications tab in the Modeler section and click the Add button to start the process. Once we've completed this step, we can see the new application in the Applications tab. Double-click to enter into the Modeler page. The Modeler page consists of 3 sections. The top banner displays the application logo and title, together with action buttons off to the top right corner. The right navigation lists all of the nodes you need for modeling use. And finally, the left panel section contains the main content based off your selection to the right. Applications can be branded by setting an image. This image will be used on all pages that belongs to the application. Dimensions are a logical organization of related members and their attributes. They can be reused in different contexts over multiple models. Every application contains these 3 predefined dimensions. The account dimension, which is used to define the chart of accounts with financial account type rollup. The time dimension, which is used to define your calendar setup. This comes with calendar generation capabilities where you can define either Gregorian or fiscal calendars. And the scenario dimension, which is commonly used to store members such as actual, plan, and forecast. Kepion also supports user-defined dimensions. This gives you the flexibility to define additional dimensionalities to your models. Member label, member name, input, and annotate are predefined dimension attributes. We can also add more attributes to the dimension as needed. Next, we can populate the dimension with members. There are primarily 3 methods for creating dimensions in Kepion. You can add members through the Kepion UI. You can import it from CSV file. Or you can load in members directly from SQL tables through ETL load. Hierarchies can be created within a member list scope by specifying the different attributes in a given order. Hierarchies can create different structures based on the ordering of these attributes from the top level to the lowest. Repeat the same steps for any additional dimensions that needs to be created. Once all the dimensions are defined, we need to deploy the application to OLAP. Once we have finished creating dimensions, we can now create our first model. One method for defining model structure is by determining the model dimensions needed. Model dimensions specify how the data is organized within a model. So once we've created our model, we can add the appropriate model dimensions and specify the dimension hierarchy associated to this model. The dimension hierarchy can be used to define the valid members needed for the scope of this model. For example, in the time dimension, we will only be using the members of the month hierarchy. Once we have completed our configurations, let's go ahead and save our progress and generate OLAP again to process the cube. Now let's take a look at the 4 main areas within the model. First, measure groups are defined measures specific to the model. Second, partitions represent fact tables that are consolidated into the model. Third, the rules section is for creating business rules either on the cube level or the SQL level. For more information about these three sections, please refer to our advanced modeler videos and related support articles in our knowledge base. And finally, the fourth area is forms, where we will be focusing mostly in this video. Forms are used to gather user data inputs and provide reports off of the model. Kepion allows you to create brand new forms or copy from existing ones. The general form layout contains the placement for row, column, and filter access. In the Layout tab, you can choose different model hierarchies and decide where they map to on the axis. You can then browse to Row, Column, and Filter tab to define the specific members to include. The Row and Column tabs are used to define the members along the form axis. The control is organized into three sections. A section to explore and find dimension members. A section to view and organize selected members on the axis. And the Action section for member selection choices. We can add members based on our needs. In the Filter tab, we can define filter behavior on the form. Here we can also reorder filters, rename filter title, set default members, and perform other configurations as needed. Now that we have defined the form layout and assigned members for each axis, we have completed the structure of the form. In the Main tab, we can preview the latest changes to the form. Once the structure is complete, we can go to the General tab to finalize with some formatting. Kepion supports all major formatting features that are commonly found in Excel. Using the same method, we can create another form for reporting purposes. In this video, we have introduced you to a Kepion Modeler and walked you through the process to create a full application within Kepion. After you have applied security and workflow configuration within the Administrator section, the assigned users will immediately see their plan in a planning page. Then they can start to use the plan for data entry, reporting, and analysis. For more information, please go to kepion.com and our YouTube channel for more tutorials.